Hey guys, welcome back to our little podcast. Um, we are yet again uh, going through our little solo mission with Yali as she goes and does her adventure with Isabel while Casper is busy doing other things. Um,
Other things.
other things. Um, hey Rue,
Hi, Sai.
you wanna recap what happened last episode
Oh,
for you?
right, yeah. Because I totally took notes. Yeah, so I believe we opened pretty much where we left off, which was everybody had gone home from Casper's after they'd made a plan as to what to do when he was leaving. And on Yali's end, I think she went to go find Isabel, ask her to go on this journey with her with less than a day's notice, to which Isabel agreed. They had a couple of drinks and eventually Yali went home. And in the morning, she packed her stuff, said goodbye to her uncles, and uh, well, after Isabel had shown up pretty early, and they made their journey uh, out the kingdom, stopping by Kessa on the way through to ensure that all of the relevant people were informed that the two of them would journey together. Um, they made their way to Hallgrave, which is where the bulk of last session occurred. They arrived, put their stuff down, and started to explore and try to uncover anything they could figure out. On their way to Hallgrave, they had contacted Iris through the ring that Yali collected when she killed the copy of Lyra from Varen.
Varen.
Varen. I'm never sure if it's Varen or Varun. I don't know why.
Veren.
I
Varen.
blame Link. I blame Link because that guy doesn't know names for anything and
Oh no.
pronounces everything how he just decides to
Yup.
pronounce it. So I blame him. But they contacted Iris and decided to meet in the middle of town. And by the time that Yali and Isabel had arrived, they had a few hours to kill. So they went looking through some magical shops, specifically back to the same store that Link had got Adalia from, um, where Yali and Isabel met Jerix, Jerix,
Jerix.
Jerix, Jerix, and Irene Galder. Um, She questioned them about these Star Soul boxes, collected a few of them herself, um, and after which they met Iris, informed her of the Lyra copies and everything that had happened, and struck a deal that if Iris were to go back to Elmira and help Simon with this Lyra stuff, that when they did eventually find Lyra, they would take Iris with them, the party. So once that was done, they decided they needed to do a little bit more exploring. They met Kieran, who owns another magical shop. Yali was starting to be a little bit too intimidating and was a little bit weird about his tapestry on the wall. But regardless, they communicated relatively well, and Yali eventually convinced him with some intimidation and persuasion to hand over the tablet that he had gotten from the Hallgraves Tavern in which was mostly intact. And they went home that night. Yali looked over a bunch of stuff, was pretty much ignoring Isabel's pleas to relax a little bit. And when Isabel went to bed, Yali went to go look at the stars, where she ran into who I've called Scarface, a very scary man from the Shade, the same group that Remy is from, and basically was spooked by him. Went back to her room to ensure that he wasn't going to steal her stuff. And when she got there, he was in fact there. He was not interested in what she had, and he vanished. And with that vanishing, Isabel and Yale headed over to Kieran's to ensure that he was okay. He was in fact not. He's on the brink of death. They pulled him back from it, and they know that the scar-faced man, the shade man, had taken from Kieran something that was hidden behind the tapestry that is clearly very important to him, and I believe that's where we left off.
Yes.
A long explanation because I don't have it written down. So that was hard for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Um.
It was difficult.
Mm-hmm. So, um. So you have met. You've met Kieran Ursha, um, who is now gravely wounded, having been attacked. Um, and we're going to uh, uh, kind of pick up right there. It is the middle of the night. Um, Kieran has just passed out from their wounds, um, and Isabel is looking quite panicked and upset.
Okay. Um. All right. Is Kieran on the floor, or is he? I seem to remember him being on like a on
Uh,
his desk.
he was on the like counter, um, pinned down to the counter by knives, but
Right.
Isabel removed them all and kind of pulled him off to the ground to sit him back against the counter, where he has now fallen unconscious.
Right. Isabel's upset. Oh God. Okay. Jolly's gonna just take a really quick sweep of the shop and make sure that there isn't anything alarming happening. There's no, I don't know, traps or something left behind. Um, for now, there should just a nice quick look over.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
18.
As you're doing this, like, uh, looking through the shop quickly to like see what's going on now that it seems like this assailant has left and Kieran is now not really in urgent need of attention. Um, you're able to look through the shop and you do see um, that uh, where the where that like tapestry has been cut and like torn, those edges are like misted with shadow that is like it looks almost like smoke. Um, and where and there are like pieces of glass from that case uh, that have now kind of been shattered inward that are laying at the bottom of the case that also have that same kind of like smoky shadow coming off of them. Um, and then the lock that was keeping this like hidden compartment closed has also been like shattered and is also like smoking. The rest of the
I
shop
really want to
seems
touch it.
the rest of the shop seems fine. It doesn't look like the person who attacked Kieran was here for anything else or had any amount of care for anything else.
I really want to touch the spooky stuff, but I'm kind of afraid it'll do something terrible to me. Um. Well, okay. If there's no immediate danger, Yali will just kneel. Presumably, she's still knelt next to Kieran, and she'll just look at Isabel and ask if she's okay, because she does seem a little bit spooked.
I'm fine. I just I never really had anything like this happen before.
Not in the whole time you've lived here. There's never been oh, I don't know, a shop break-in or.
Nothing this bad. I mean, usually no one was hurt, just some stolen goods and nothing more than that. But the worst
Okay.
I've ever seen are just bar fights. And even then, it's just whoever hits the ground first.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're all right then. And she'll leave those two to do what they're doing, and she'll head over to this to where I guess where the tapestry was, and just softly run her fingers over the edges of this tapestry, see if she can feel anything.
Give me both a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Both.
Which hand are you using?
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna say my gloved one.
Okay. Then you can roll the constitution saving throw at advantage.
Okay. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for which one? Wisdom or con?
Con.
Okay.
And I still have to roll my wisdom, or no?
Yes, you still have to roll your wisdom.
Oh, that's a 9.
Please take 4 points of. Oh, actually,
I was gonna say this feels like potential necrotic damage, and that scares me a little bit.
yeah. Please take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah. All right.
And what's your wisdom?
9.
A 9.
Yeah.
You reach out and you kind of ghost your hand across these like shadowed parts, and you feel your hand like spike with a searing pain of like muscular atrophy at an extremely rapid rate.
Oh my god. Okay.
And you get some. Please roll a.
All I did was touch the thing that was moving.
Please roll for me a D8, and let me know what number you get.
This is my D8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Wonderful. 4.
Okay. You get a flash of a memory, as like not from some external perspective, but as if you are the person in the memory, and you see Remy stood in front of you. You are in a room with the two walls to either side of you are covered in various armors and weapons. The ground beneath you is just very like clean, like not clean, but a very like flattened, solid dirt floor. There's a stone ceiling above you, and up against the wall behind Remy are various like training dummies and like archery targets. Remy is kind of on her side on the ground, curled up, covered in bruises, with blood like spilling from a split eyebrow, a broken nose, a split lip, and she is clutching her stomach as she coughs. And you hear the voice of the man that you just encountered earlier this night. Get up, we're doing it again. And you watch as Remy, still sputtering, shakily forces herself to her knees, and the man loses his patience because Remy is taking too long and kicks her in the stomach again, and then the memory fades.
Okay, so this is not someone that Remy's gonna get along with, so that's a good thing for Yelly to know. Um, ouch, though. That hurt to take. I'm gonna pull the blade that I got from earlier in the
Mm-hmm.
day out, and I'm going to, avoiding the shadowy bit, try to kind of like, if this shadow's like here on the edge of the battered side, cut a strip all the way down, and then and hope that the
Uh,
it stays imbued with whatever the fuck he left on it.
you you can just take the whole tapestry.
I can't do that. I
Like
couldn't do
it's
that.
there's
That would
like
be harder.
there's like
You say
there's like
it.
two metal hooks uh
Mhm,
screwed to the wall behind that case.
mhm.
Um and like the tapestry is just kind of sewn around a rod that is hanging from the hooks.
Well, I love that my brain always says, "Let's go do the roundabout thing to do in order to achieve this." Yeah, I'll just cut the threads that hold it on the other side and just then roll it up and put it in the bag of holding
Okay, yeah.
that we
You
have.
you cut it free from this little rod and roll it up, put it in your bag of holding. Um, uh,
Oh man,
Isabel kind of like scoops Kieran up, and
she's strong. Jesus.
yeah, um,
Yeah.
and she like looks at you. Is there anything else you need while we're here?
Uh, no, I don't think so. I'm just gonna bring us back to Simon, but we should probably look after him. Kieran, I mean.
Right. I've got supplies back at the inn.
Yeah. Yeah, we can take him to our room.
And she begins to head towards the door and carries Kieran away. Um, and you guys head back to the inn. She goes to your room and sets him on her bed, and kind of disappears back out into the hall to go get various supplies. Um, uh,
Mhm.
you uh, yeah, you get back to your room. You've got now the tablet, the tapestry, um, the dagger, the hammer, various Star Soul boxes, um, and a very gravely injured Kieran.
I mean, if we rest for the night, is he gonna heal up enough to like be able to do anything? My thought is I want to send him to Elmira because it's safer for him, probably,
Mm-hmm.
and he would be of massive use there, I'm sure. But I can't send him alone. I'd have to take him myself, or send Isabel with him, and then I'd be alone. Which I kind of don't want because I want to be selfish and I want to know more about Isabel. Uh,
Uh, Isabel comes back with the supplies, and kind of pulls off the makeshift bandages, applies salves to the wounds, and applies proper bandages. Um, uh, and then turns to you, walks closer, kind of leans against the wall with her arms crossed as she glances back over at Kieran one more time. Do we want to send him somewhere like back to Elmira?
uh, that was my thought. But the problem is he's obviously not in walking shape. Um, so
I
we'd
mean,
have to take him, or you'd have to take him, or
we could send him with Iris.
you think she hasn't left yet?
She's here for the night. At the very least, we could talk to her in the morning, see if she's willing to travel with him. Maybe wait a little while longer before she leaves, so he's got a bit more strength.
It's a good idea. We'll try that. Let's try that in the morning. If you wanna rest, you can use my bed. I'll keep watch. I don't need the sleep anyway.
Right. Sure. Yeah. That's a good plan. And she kind of sighs, looks at her now blood-stained nightgown.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Uh, and goes back over to her pack. Quickly changes and climbs into your bed. Tries to go to sleep. What would you like to do as you're keeping watch tonight?
I think I think I'll maybe try to meditate, so I can speak to my patron.
Okay, cool.
We'll see if that works.
Uh, you begin to meditate, and you feel that kind of constant connection that you have grow from a very passive kind of awareness of it to a very focused presence. Hello,
Hi.
you've called upon me?
Yeah. I don't know how much you know, but I assume you've been watching.
I forget your patron's accent.
I also forget. I think it's similar to
To Nadia,
Nadia.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I fucking love this.
That's so killer. I thought you were gonna tell me something nuts. You tried. I forgot the accent. That's so good.
um,
I can pull a clip from.
no.
Last episode
It's
if you want.
I'm. Hey, if
So
it's
funny.
not, hey audience, if it's not Nadia's accent, it is now. Fuck you.
Oh my god, I think it is similar to Nadia's accent. I think it's like near identical.
Yeah. She. There's this kind of like sigh of worry.
Okay.
I do not have. I am not all seeing or all knowing.
Right.
It requires much focus and energy to have such a clear and direct connection.
Right. And you can't see what I'm doing day to day. I mean, do you know any of what has just occurred with Kieran and the
I
tapestry?
know only that you have found lost souls as instructed, and I know that you have found items of great power.
Oh, okay. Well, right. I guess to fill you in, met a guy called Kieran. He's a descendant of someone related um, to us, to you, to me. And he had the tapestry with like a pretty ethereal looking woman on it, and a guy kind of also ethereal. I don't know. Point is, this guy, a shade, if you know who those are, came to attack him to take something from him, and I think it has to do maybe with your powers. But if you're not all seeing and all knowing, then I guess it's kind of a lost cause there.
I
But
know very little of the mortal associations that might exist.
right. Um, I did find out that there are more lost souls in Almore, Winterlock, Namori. So I'll I'll try to get to those as well. But I do have one question regarding these lost souls.
Yes.
Um, so Adalia wanted to be put into a body. And I know my goal is to collect these souls and then protect them, but I feel a little bad keeping them all in boxes, and I was wondering if maybe it's more wise to do with them what we did with Adalia.
Adalia has made a very she has made a very important choice.
Uh, Important how?
Stars are not made to live on your mortal planet,
Right.
nor are we meant to inhabit mortal bodies. And
I
by
see.
choosing to do so, she has, to an extent, chosen to forego her immortal life as a star and her ability to live with us.
So there's no way to return her to her parents.
Not without great magic, and not without her choosing that path.
Right. Um,
Your people, Nadia's people, you are born of stars who fell in love with mortals and chose to abandon their immortality and their power to be with those they loved.
right. So keep them in their boxes, I guess, is the plan. Okay. I'll have to let Casper know about Adalia's choices. Well, I at the very least appreciate you in a way letting me know when I've found these souls. It makes it easier. Well, I'll leave you be. I don't think there's um anything else for me to ask, and I won't bother you.
Do try to rest.
Well, I don't really
Your
need to.
body may not need it, but your mind always needs a break.
I'll consider it. Um, and Yali will kind of say a goodbye and move into, instead of meditating, just going over the events of the day, trying to commit that guy's face to memory, maybe even try and write it or draw it down
Okay.
as she
Yeah,
holds watch.
you kind of end this connection with your patron and begin writing down notes about this guy's appearance and trying to sketch it out. Um, and soon you realize that you've lost track of time as the sun begins to peek through the curtains in the room.
Does this count as a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, because I'm gonna replace my hit points and allow myself all my shit back. Cool.
Um, and as the sun begins to peek through those curtains, Isabel, uh, very quickly is all like getting out of bed, getting ready for the day, packing up everything. Um, and she kind of turns towards you and peeks at Kieran before walking over and crouching down, and speaking much more softly. You want breakfast?
Uh, sure.
Right. I can make some for you.
Um, if it's not a hassle, yeah. Do you want
Not at all.
me to look after Kieran, or do you want help with that?
It's up to you. I think, given the lack of attack in the night again, I think Kieran's safe.
Okay. I'll I'll help you out then, but you'll have to direct me. I'm not the best cook in the world.
Right. Well, come on then. And she like offers a hand.
Yelly will take it. Get up.
She leads you to the kitchen, and kind of pulls out a bunch of dishes and ingredients and starts giving you instructions on what to prepare. You two make breakfast. No one else is awake right now. It is fuck ass early. Um, and um, yeah, as Isabel kind of finishes finalizing breakfast, she kind of just vaguely points at some cabinets on one wall, asks you to grab some plates, and then goes and sets the small table that's in the corner of this kitchen with the food. And then when you arrive, she serves up breakfast. So, what's your plan moving forward? Where are we going?
Well, if we can manage to send Kieran off with Iris, then I guess the next best thing for us to do is to head to Almore, try to find more of these lost souls. If we go to Almore, then maybe we can investigate there, and then I don't know, maybe head a little bit further south to Winterlock, and then go back to Elmira after.
Right. Okay. Do you think we're gonna run into that assassin again?
I'm not sure. I don't know his motives, but it's clearly got something to do with whatever Kieran had, and whatever Kieran had was probably something related to our bloodline, which means it's probably related to the star thing. So somehow he's in all of this stuff. I don't know, but I hope we see him again.
Yeah, Isabel kind of sighs and nods. Well, whatever it is that he wants, maybe he's more willing to talk to you, since clearly it's got something to do with your ancestry.
Not sure that's really the case. Um, he didn't really want to stick around when he snuck up on me outside earlier this morning. So, it's weird. It's like he came in, talked about the stars, made a weird comment, disappeared, and I came back to make sure you were okay, and he was going through our stuff, and then he, I guess, went after Kieran. But it just makes me, it's weird. I mean, if he didn't like me, he could have probably killed me then and there. And if he did want to talk to me, why didn't he stay around? But then he went after Kieran, so maybe, I don't know, he must be watching us, or I just don't know. But if we see him again, I mean, at least it would give me an opportunity to clobber him.
Fair enough. You know, it's, I mean, certainly an opportunity to get a little payback on Kieran's behalf.
And figure out what's wrong with him and what he wants.
That too.
Not quite the mission I thought we were going on. But I probably should have expected these things expand a little bit. You ever been to Almore?
I can't see that I have, but my dad has been.
Do you think he'd be willing to tell us about it?
I don't know. Maybe. He might not, though. That's where he met my mother, and he doesn't really like talking about her.
I would imagine. Maybe if I ask him in more of a, hey, I'm going on a trip kind of way, he might feel a little bit more willing. Without stepping on his toes, of course.
Maybe.
What about Winterlock?
I've never really left Halgrave till I met you, so it's really only been
Right.
Halgrave and Elmira.
Yeah, I should know that. Sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't expect you to. We've never really talked about it.
I could have probably made the connection.
Yep, so hard on yourself. I don't know how you could have. We've never spoken about my childhood.
No, but I may or may not have overheard your conversation with Lenny when we got back. So.
Oh, snooping, were you?
Well, we were just Casper and I were just in the area, so it was just kind of more of a, in passing, we heard some things, and I should have really paid maybe less attention. But anyway,
You can ask what you want to ask. You can know what you want to know. I don't really have all that many secrets. Don't need to go snooping.
what was Lenny like when he was younger?
I mean, a whole lot like he is now, just even more reckless and a lot angrier.
Angrier.
Yeah, it was nice seeing him without the anger, you know. He and my dad got into a lot of fights.
And he's angrier now?
No, I mean, now he seems happy, stable.
It's how I see him. It's pretty good guy to be around.
Yeah.
You said your mom left first.
She did.
She
I
didn't tell
was,
you where she was going?
I mean, definitely not me. Probably not Lenny either. But I think my dad knew. It's part of why he's so upset. All I know is
And
she seemed so restless here. She loved me and Lenny, I think. She seemed happy raising us. But, sometimes that's just not enough.
it should be. You never felt like going after her? Even now?
She left when I was 6. Never really had the chance. I mean, Lenny was there, and he was always watching out for me for the first few years. Then he got angrier, and eventually he started running away every now and then. Would just disappear for months. And when I was 12, he just vanished. I'd heard he was in Elmira when I realised he'd been sending the occasional letter back to some of our relatives here. Not to Dad or me, but cousins. And when you showed up, perfect opportunity to reunite. Slug him in the face a couple times.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear it anyway. Not a nice way to grow up.
By the time Lenny left, I mean, I was the only one really taking care of my father because he wasn't doing it himself.
Right.
So, couldn't really go anywhere.
Well, glad you took your opportunity to come and explore. I'm sure it'll be fun for you. And, to see Lenny again must be nice.
It is now.
Cool. Yeah, well, maybe not before we left, but now it must be nice to have your sibling back.
I guess. I don't know. It's a bit odd. Because he's just not the same brother that I remembered.
Can't imagine. Well, thanks for being an open book then, I guess. If I was in your position, I don't think I'd want to tell anyone any of what you just said. Not because it's bad, but just
because you prefer going around the mountain.
Because I prefer going around the mountain. Yeah. Trying not to.
I know.
But, I mean, if you have questions now or later, I'll try my best to answer them without yelling at you again.
maybe we start with something a little easier.
Hmm.
How'd you get into boxing?
Oh, well, that's a long story. When I got out of Dolray, I walked for some days, and eventually my uncles picked me up, and some way, somehow, they charmed me enough that I ended up staying with them, and they kind of picked up on the. I already knew how to do damage, I guess. And they wanted to start a boxing ring in Elmira, and you know, they were pretty skilled at it, so I guess they just thought, hey, let's take this kid's anger and put it somewhere useful. And that's really it. I mean, from a basic standpoint, anyway, I kind of had it, but they honed it. And I've been doing it ever since.
Do you like it?
I think I used to like it a lot more than I do now. But it's not a bad way to get your energy out. I mean, so long as both parties are consenting, it's no real damage done. But I guess I just can't really imagine myself going down another path. You know, I'm not delicate like Kessa. I don't have the hands for sewing and not really the hands for cooking either. Um, I guess I could have been in construction, but that feels kind of delicate somehow as well. I don't know. I like it. It's not bad.
You plan on taking over the family business one day?
Not really giving it much thought. Um, maybe. It's not the most honest work in the world, but it's not bad either. I mean, for all I know, I'll be adventuring for the rest of my life. Or maybe I'll die before then. Who knows?
You're tough. I think you'll survive.
There's a lot of tough people out there.
Yeah, but none with as much fire in their soul as you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't found anyone to contest that yet, but again, who knows? I mean, anything's a possibility, right?
Sure.
At this point.
Anything at all?
Yeah. Well, I would offer to teach you some skills, but I think you showed me last time, or the last two times, that you already know what you're doing, so I don't think I'm much use in that realm.
I get the feeling that you could still teach me a thing or two. I mean, you did beat me the last time we sparred.
Barely. But sure.
I think I got lucky lasting that long.
Well, I'm not so sure, but I mean, I think in the end you kind of won in your own way. So maybe I have more to learn from you, but I'm sure we could teach each other things.
I'm happy to learn.
So am I. But anyway, let's let's figure out what we're gonna do. Iris and Kieran. We'll introduce them, try to get them to go together, and then head straight to Almor. Or,
Right.
well, I guess we should maybe ask your pops about the place. Um, didn't you need to speak with him about something?
Probably just wants to try and get me to come back home.
Well, uh, that can't happen. The Kingdom of Elmira needs you, so. Not
Which
at least for some time.
I'm sure he'll just be thrilled to know his precious little girls off fighting dangers and saving the world.
Well, you've been fighting bar dangers and saving this inn for the last God knows how long. I'm sure expanding out a little bit farther isn't going to be too bad of a shock.
Fair enough.
Well, when Iris wakes, I'll speak to her. Can come with, or you can speak to your pops. It's up to you.
I may want to get that conversation out of the way before you speak with him.
Fair enough. I'm gonna presume it's been long enough that they've eaten their breakfast, so Yali will pick up the plates and put them in the sink. I'm gonna maybe assume that nobody else is up yet still, or
Probably not.
okay. Well, I'll just clean up the plates and head back to the room then, I guess. Check on Kieran.
You head back in. Kieran is still passed out on the bed.
Sweet.
Yeah, some time passes, and Isabel goes to speak with her father. And there is a knock on your room door, and Iris is outside.
I'll step out to greet her.
I thought I'd check in, see if there's anything else we should discuss before my travels.
Yeah, actually, there is. I know you're heading to Elmira, but last night, I had, after we'd met, gone to visit a man called Kieran. He's actually in our room and pretty injured, from an attack on his shop. The long and short of it really is that I'd like to ask a favor of you, really, if you could, when he's a little bit more recovered, take him with you.
I'm sure I can manage that.
Just be careful. I don't think this man's after Kieran himself, but did attack his shop and got away with some pretty valuable items. So I'm on the lookout for him, but just, keep your wits about you.
Do you know the man?
Not personally.
Right, well, I will keep my eyes open.
Thank you, Iris. It's very helpful to us. If I hear anything or see anything in regards to Lyra, I'll be sure to let you know as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Right. Well, if you need anything, come and get me. I'll send Kieran off with you when he's on his feet.
Right then.
Okay.
She heads back to her room, and shortly after, Isabel comes into your room, looks very drained and upset, and just kind of, You can go speak with him in the kitchen whenever you're ready.
What happened?
Just same as usual. Complaining about my choices, comparing me to my mother.
Not very kind.
I don't think he remembers how to be kind.
Well, I'll go have a conversation with him. You just call me if you need me, and she'll walk out to go and find this man that she does not know.
Yeah, he's in the kitchen, waiting. He looks very disheveled, and it is immediately clear that he is not where the Halgrave family gets their looks.
I see. That's okay. What does he look like?
He has like very dark black hair, that is now like speckled with gray. He has a very like unkempt beard. He is clearly not been great at keeping up with hygiene. He has almost amber colored eyes. He's not big or broad like Lenny is. Very kind of just stocky build. And he looks eternally tired. Has two scars running under his left eye, that he is like actively massaging when you walk in.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Yali will walk in and go, Mr. Holgrave.
Yeah.
I'm adventuring, and I was looking to move on, but I was hoping you would know something about the town I'm going to next. I'm just looking for information on it.
Where are you heading?
Almore?
Right. Not sure what you want me to tell you.
Just about the place, if you knew anything about it, if you've stayed before, what it's like, the people, the best places to visit, maybe.
Can't say I know it very well anymore. Been decades since I've been back there.
What was it like when you went?
A lot smaller than it is now. Bit bustling. People are fine. Good market.
Right, well, Any magical stores or things of that nature?
Never been bothered much with magic. Would know.
None that you saw, maybe in passing?
I'm sure I saw plenty. Never noted them down.
Are you okay, Mr. Holgrave?
You get a reason to ask.
Just seem annoyed. Don't mean to bother you.
Well, I've just been told that my daughter, who has been the most reliable in my family, has chosen to follow in her rat of a brother's footsteps and walk out. And you seem to be dragging her along with you. So I can't say I'm very happy in this moment.
I apologize, but I think the word drag is maybe the wrong thing to use here. I'm not dragging her along. She's chosen to help me on a particular mission, and I, well, think that she's good at it. She is her own person.
There she is. I can't stop her,
But
and I can't stop you, which is why we're even having this conversation at all.
I'm sorry to take her away from you, sir, but well, there's no but. I'm just sorry, but I'll get out of your hair. Thank you for your information, and I will make sure she's, well, if I don't, she'll come back in one piece.
Do watch yourself in Almor. I've heard that more recently there have been more sightings of Dolrim soldiers within their territories.
I hate that you're doing this to me right now.
And Almor
Dolrim
has very few allies, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's been influence from the south. And people of your kind are often not welcome.
Yes, I'm well aware when it comes to Dolrim soldiers who and who is not welcome. Dolrim soldiers up this far already.
Only the hunters, from what I can hear.
The hunters?
A group called the Ordermen.
The Ordermen.
The
And they are hunting
survivors and defectors.
Survivors of their pillaging?
Yes.
From how far back?
That I can't tell you.
Wonderful.
But do be careful, they are highly trained.
I think we'll be fine. But I appreciate the concern and the information. I'll, of course, ask if if Isabel would like to stay behind, but I can't guarantee she'll say yes.
She won't stay behind. I've already begged her.
Then
She said no.
maybe I can convince her to go back to Elmira. But
She won't do
don't know.
that either.
Then I'll protect her with my life.
If you get my daughter hurt or killed, I don't care if you die. I'll drag you from hell myself to kill you again.
Yes, sir, I appreciate that. I understand. But I won't let anything happen. I promise. You have my word. Uh, I don't think I introduced myself. Yali. She'll stick a hand out to hopefully get a handshake.
Barris. And he takes your hand, shakes it very firmly, and then pulls you closer. And if you lay a hand on my daughter, you won't even get the pleasure of death.
Yes, sir.
And
Yali
he
will
lets
take
you
a
go.
big old step back. Oh, hello, camera. Oh, okay. Cool. No, yeah, Yali's gonna head on back to Isabel.
Yeah, by the time you get back, Kieran has woken up and Isabel is like helping him sit up and has given him some food. So, did you get what you wanted?
Yeah. How's Kieran?
I'm fine, I guess. I feel like shit.
Reasonably, yeah. Kieran, look, I'm very sorry.
I mean, what are
couldn't
you
get
sorry
there
for?
sooner, but well, I don't know. I should have maybe hit him when I had the chance, but he probably would have just vanished into thin air then too. Kieran, I think it's more important I ask you. You said last night before you passed out that I need to get that item that was stolen back. What exactly was that item?
It's a magic family heirloom. My
Magic family heirloom.
My mother gave it to me before she passed. It's kind of been with us for hundreds of years, so.
Right. And what did it look like?
Just it's this small little box. Has a button on it.
What color's the box?
Bronze. Has this like some black iron on it as well.
Okay. And what does it do? Why would someone want to steal it?
I assume for the very secret hidden purposes that was kind of lost through the generations. I've never been able to figure it out, but I was told to protect it with my life.
Right.
Best
Okay.
that I've ever gotten out of that thing is maps of constellations.
Well, I'll try to find it or this man and get it back. try my best.
Thanks.
Has Isabel informed you that you'll be traveling with Iris back to not Hallgrave, Elmira?
Yeah. Um.
Just for your own safety.
Yeah.
Good.
She mentioned this Simon guy that you brought up.
Yeah, Simon.
Do I help him? Work with him?
I mean, he's working on a much wider case at the moment. This journey that I'm on is connected with a few other things that are quite troublesome, and we're working through it. He's a very intelligent man. Uh, Mage. It might be useful for you to bring maybe the tablet back to him, or maybe some of the things I have with me. Just let him know that it's part of this, and your brain, I'm sure, can be used in some capacity in that kingdom.
Right. I mean, anything to do with magical items. It's kind of my whole thing.
Well, then actually, you might have some real weight. We're trying to figure out how to unbind certain memories from a tapestry, and he may be able to. Well, he may need your expertise. Who knows? But if I could send you maybe with the tablet I bought from you, as well as the tapestry that was in your home, or your shop, and that would be great.
Yeah. If you just hand off whatever you want me to take with me.
Sure. Yali will, I guess, give him these things or put them in his bag.
What all are you handing off to Kieran?
Let's hope and pray he doesn't get attacked on the way back. We're gonna hand off. Oh, do I want to keep the tapestry? Okay, you're not gonna give me anything. We'll give him the tablet. Because that's connected to Lyra. With or without the amulet is the question. Without the amulet, I'll keep that until I get back to Elmira. And I guess Kieran can just let him know. And then I will. I'll keep the tapestry. I'll just give him the tablet.
Okay.
I kind of want to hold on to the tapestry a bit longer.
Cool.
Cool. Great. Wonderful. Beautiful, even.
Beautiful. Yeah. He tucks that into his own bag of holding, and continues having his food. You just let me know when you want to leave. I'm happy to go.
Right. Well, about that, I spoke to your father about Almore, and she's speaking in quite hushed tones now. There's some issues we may run into while there that I think you need to know about.
Right.
There are, according to your pops, ordermen from Doloran, hunters of survivors of places that they've already expanded to, and they will say there's a good chance that they'll either recognize me and want to seize me or kill me, or won't recognize me and want to seize me or kill me for the way I look. Um, so, danger wise, it's quite high. And I maybe sort of promised your pops that you wouldn't get killed.
And I won't.
And you won't, but this is my offer that if you wanted to go back
No.
with Iris. Okay, well, then I guess we're going to.
You're not doing this
Alma.
alone.
I know, but I am a little worried. Bar fights are wonderful, and you've done a phenomenal job so far, but these soldiers are no joke.
I can do more than just throw a punch.
I'm sure, but really, these guys will kill anyone and anything in their way. These are evil people who do evil things.
I know.
If they feel like torturing you, they will.
I know.
Okay. Well, then, if you're still sure, then we should head out sooner rather than later.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay. Do we think Kieran and Iris, I'm sure they've set up just fine. Can leave them be. Yali will just grab her stuff, and I guess they'll get ready to leave.
Yeah, you get ready to leave. You pack up. You head out. Isabel's father is kind of behind the bar as you walk through to the front door. Isabel does not pay any attention to him, and he kind of just watches as you two leave.
Scary guy.
Don't tell me you're scared of my father.
Listen, he is more intense than I thought.
He's just a broken man.
He told me he'd kill me if I ever laid a hand on you, so. Scary man.
She grabs your wrist, drags you back into the inn where he's still kind of watching.
No!
Flips him off and grabs your collar and kisses you, and then walks out.
Did you have to do that? Because he's going to hate me even more now.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about him because he's not going to lay a hand on you, or I'll break every bone in his body.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I should stay out of this familial thing. Let's just go to Almore.
She starts making her way.
That's crazy work. That somehow I don't know why I was not expecting that from Isabel, but I just simply was not. Wonderful. Let's keep going.
We're gonna pop a break.
Okay.
Cool. You guys begin trekking out to Almore.
Yep.
Which is how far away did I say it was? About a week's travel west.
So.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
So you've got another roughly week of travel, out west, before you'll make it to Almore. And do you want to do anything specific while you are on these travels?
Every time you ask me this, I feel like there's always something for me to do, but I'm not sure there is.
Oftentimes, if I am not prompting you with something more specific, it is just a matter of do you have a conversation you want to have with the NPCs you're traveling with?
I think we talked about everything we needed to talk about.
Cool.
Unless Isabel has questions, I'm good.
No, she's pretty clear on what's up. Um. Yeah. Then the first few days of travel are very calm, and it's just you and Isabel. You don't see anyone else. Um. But about halfway through the week, you begin to see small groups of people traveling together. Um, some that kind of join you from paths coming from the south. Um, some that are heading past you towards Halgrave. Um, and one very common thing between all of the groups is that they all have at least one tiefling. Um,
That's weird.
and the closer you get to Almor, the more of these groups you encounter and see, and the more tieflings and drow and people that look like your mother
My people, my people.
are in these groups. And one thing that you do see is that several of these groups are led by people clad in Dolraim armor.
Okay, well that sucks. So we're in Almor. Have I been recognized by anybody or no?
You've gotten some like kind of familiar smiles of like you look like me, and so we
Me,
must
yeah.
be, and you're traveling, just kind of independently, so we're clearly like in more safe territory, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you've gotten some smiles and nods, but no one that seems to be like specifically like, oh, I fucking know you. You're Yali.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. No. Obviously, I'm more so thinking that I haven't like I've encountered Dolraim soldiers, but nothing's occurred from that.
You see like some of these groups have Dolrim soldiers like in those groups, clearly very like on guard, hands still kind of like on the hilt of their swords. And you see these guards like look at you, like these soldiers look at you and kind of nod. They don't smile and they don't maintain eye contact with you. They just kind of nod and look away. Their eyes fall to their feet a lot. And these groupings become more and more common and larger. And every now and then,
What the hell?
you spot like camps that have been set up that are like full of these people.
Do these people look happy?
No. They look.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
they look exhausted. The happiest that any of them look is when they see you and they have that kind of like relieved smile of what you clearly recognize as like, oh, we must be in safe territory because you're just freely walking and you don't seem concerned.
Oh fuck me. Okay. God damn. This is awful. Okay. All right. Sure.
Yeah, the people in those like campsites are like they've kind of gathered all their supplies into the middle, kind of around the fire. People are checking it, counting it. Some people are like trying to pull together meals. And everywhere where there is a campsite, you see at least 4 Dolrim soldiers stood up guarding around the camps.
So to be clear, we're not in Almor yet, or are we?
No,
walking
this
towards
is you are walking towards Almor. You have not
is-
yet made it into like
Reached it?
you You are technically within by now the like territory of Almor, but it's just the like open
Which is
fields and
within
such.
Elmira, isn't it? Jurisdiction?
No, Almor is its own
No, it's
kingdom.
not. Okay.
Almor is a
It's its
neighboring
own thing.
kingdom to Elmira.
Got you. I
Halgrave
get it now.
is
I get it.
Halgrave is within Elmira's territories, um, but Almor is not.
Okay. Uh, man, this is rough. Um, I quite imagine this is something I've thought about for quite some time, although it seems useless. I quite imagine that Yali's tale is very representative of her current emotional state, unless she's actively attempting to hide it. So I imagine that as she's walking and she's seeing all of this, not only does she look visibly annoyed, but her tail's just ever so slightly like going back and forth in annoyance. You know how like cats when they get really annoyed, they start like their tails start going like that.
Yeah,
So I imagine she's just really pissed off, and probably a little bit like upset because this is something that has been going on for a long time. But at the Liali's very aware this has been going on for at least the last 10 years.
yeah. I mean, at least the last 20, 20. What? You're
Yeah,
21 now. Yeah, at least the last
21.
21 years.
Yikes.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, she might even attempt to speed up a little bit and just like try to get because there she knows there's nothing that she can do. She's not going to go and attack these camps. Well, I guess she could go and inquire, but that sounds like a really bad idea.
Isabel, Isabel does like clock your annoyance and does take your hand as she has done in the past to try and comfort you. Um, uh, I mean, if you want to investigate the camps, you can. You don't necessarily like have to get too close, but you can also just continue on towards Almor.
I'll observe it from a distance, very just to search to see if that like what's going on in said camp or camps. Like, what's the general
Okay.
vibe?
Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage because Isabel will give you the help action.
17.
Um, you're watching these camps very carefully and very closely, and um, then you watch as one of the camps you're walking past has these Dolrim soldiers kind of posted up, guarding, um, and you watch as a a young tiefling girl walks towards one of the soldiers with a bowl of food and just holds it out, and the soldier kind of
Ew.
kneels down and very like cautiously, almost like very regretfully, with a lot of like, shame, takes off his helmet and sets it on the ground and offers the shakiest smile ever and takes the bowl of food,
What
and
the
you
fuck?
see him thank her, and she smiles and her tail kind of sticks up and wags back and forth, and she goes back into the camp.
Oh my
And
god.
as soon as she's
Okay.
gone, this guy's face falls into just like 1,000 yard stare.
I can't tell if he's afraid of these tieflings or if he's like I can I make the like discernment between whether he's like afraid of them, upset at what he's doing, or like
Give me insight.
or just like I just want to know what he's.
And
What
again,
is
advantage. You've got the help action.
That is another 17.
Uh, this guy feels awful, but not necessarily for what he's doing.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go towards Almore. I want to investigate this, but I feel like it's gonna end up in an encounter of some sort, and I'm worried about that. Maybe he's heard about Stroller, and he's concerned. Oh, that could be it. Okay.
Strawler, yeah, could be. Strawler did die
Not long ago.
about 3.5, almost a month ago.
Yeah, and his head was put on a pike, so I feel like they are okay. You know what? We're gonna go to Almore. We're gonna leave these people be for now.
You continue heading towards Almore, and you keep seeing these groups of people heading towards Almore, heading towards Hallgrave, heading further north in the direction of Varen. And you keep seeing these larger campsites set up. And one day, you hear a scream, and you see smoke coming off of one of the, lots of smoke coming off of one of the campsites that's, down in a little valley.
Oh shit.
And you can see those figures in the distance scattering from their campsite, kind of running up the hill towards the path that you are on.
Oh, okay.
Isabel is already taking off down the hill.
I was gonna say, we're gonna go. I was gonna maybe have a look, but okay, yeah, I'll follow Isabel.
Yeah. You and Isabel rush down the hill. Some people run past you, kind of glancing over their shoulders, and as you get there, you see soldiers with the typical Dolraim armor, who are actively combating figures clad in all black armor that is not full. It's not the full metal armor like the typical Dolraim soldiers. They have black leather running kind of over their arms and chest and legs and their back. And then kind of plated over that across the backs of their hands are metal plates that kind of form points coming off of the knuckles. And that same kind of very sharp black metal up the upper arms and kind of sticking off the shoulders, and as well as the legs. And all of them have a black iron mask that is that forms a very sharp point at the chin with just 2 slits for the eyes, very teardrop shaped, and they wield these wickedly curved blades that at about halfway up the blade on the backside it splits off to form a second point, and it is that, or not the back, off the front, they curve forward. The front has a second spike.
Okay.
and they are fighting the Dolrim soldiers. Some of them have already like hacked down the people that the Dolrim soldiers were guarding.
Some of them have killed the people that the Dolrim soldiers were guarding.
Yes.
Do I have any indication of as to what this group is?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, let's go. 21.
You see, now that you are closer, you can see that all of the typical soldiers, the just rank and file, the Dolrim emblem on the like corner of their breastplates has been like scratched over and like marked off. It looks like someone just took a dagger and kind of scribbled over it, whereas
This is Dolrim fighting Dolrim?
the people in all black have on their chest they have at the very bottom, like not the very bottom, kind of at their sternum is the Dolrim emblem, and above that is an image of a Dolrim helmet that clearly has a head inside of it on its side, detached from a body.
Okay, so these are ex Dolrim soldiers, or defected Dolrim soldiers, or morally conscious Dolrim soldiers fighting the New Age Dolrim soldiers, I presume. So I suppose we'll join the battle.
Okay, roll initiative.
How many of them are there? Is the question.
There are only 4.
Okay. That is a nat 20. These are good fucking rolls today.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
It will be then you first, and then
Wonderful.
some of these new soldiers. And then Isabel. And then the rest of the new soldiers. And then the rank and file Dolrim soldiers.
Okay.
So you're up first.
I'm up first. Am I in range of some of them already, or no?
Being this close, you are at most like 30 feet away from all of them, or from any of them. But you are probably within 15 feet of some of them.
I will try to get in range of 2 of them.
Okay.
And then we will just unarmed strike one of them twice if I get. So I'll roll the first hit.
Cool. Yeah, you rush towards them. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh yikes! That is not good. That's a 11.
Miss.
Right, and then again we get a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
Gate. That's D10 plus 5. D20. My D10. That's my D10. D10 plus 5. That is 10 damage.
Yeah. You take one swing, and this soldier quickly like ducks out of the way, and you take another swing and catch him on the side of the face as he's like ducking. and he stumbles a bit, but flips his sword and is ready to attack. You do have
Okay.
your bonus action to attack if you want to.
I will hold on to it for this round.
Okay, cool. Then these ornament are going to attack you.
Sweet.
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
Nope. 18 is the armor class.
Okay, and they'll go again. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeesh, that hits.
Ooh, for 12 damage.
Okay, 12 damage. I can do math. That's 64. Yeah.
And then another one is going to take a swing on you. That is a 21 to hit, and the second attack is a 23 to hit.
Jesus.
That's another 12 damage.
Oh my god.
And another 12 damage.
Okay, we're already down to half hit points. That's awesome. Okay.
And then it
Oh
is
man.
Isabel's turn, who
God, I hope she destroys them.
sees you getting wailed on by these guys.
Yep.
That's a hit. That's also a hit. She runs forward and kicks one of them in the back of his knee, dropping him to the knee, and then
Oof.
roundhouse kicking him across the face.
Ow! My god.
That is 13. Plus 6. That is 29 points of damage.
Oh my god. Jeez, that's not a crit?
No. That's just 2 attacks.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. God damn. 29?
And then I think in her panic, she'll probably attack again.
She can just do that? Okay.
That's a 19 to hit. That is another 17 damage. So she rushes in, kicks this guy's knees out, and then roundhouses him across the face, and then brings her foot down on his neck. And you hear a crack, and then
Surely
it
he's
is
dead.
it is the other soldier's turn.
Jesus Christ.
That's a hit, and that's also a hit. For that is 10, 24. One of these soldiers clad in black ducks under a swing from one of the Dolrim soldiers and swings up and takes off an arm.
Jesus Christ.
And then the other one is
Lord
gonna
have
go.
mercy.
That's a hit.
Oh my god.
And that's a crit.
What the hell? Oh my god.
That is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring some shit out for this.
11 plus 12 is 23 plus is 32. So, another one of these soldiers in black catches the wrist of one of the Dolrim soldiers as he takes a swing, and just runs the blade, which is curved, fully through this guy's stomach, and
Kills him.
and fully just pull he slips it through at a curve, like turning the blade, and then pulls it straight out, just kind of tearing him open and dropping him to the ground. And now there are a few Doran soldiers. that need to
Okay.
go. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a crit. Love these
Nice.
guys. That's another crit.
Yeah. Let's go.
These
Okay,
Doran
okay.
soldiers, the Doran soldier that lost an arm, screams in pain, and kind of moves back to get out of range, and then just reaches down and pulls a knife out of his boot, and hurls it forward, and it sticks into
fuck.
the other guy's shoulder for 12 points of damage. And for 20 points of damage, another Dorim soldier clashes with one of the blades and pushes it aside and takes a slash, kind of cutting just under the neck, across the collarbones of one of these soldiers. Another one is able to stab one of the soldiers in the side for 17 points of damage, and the last
Damn, these
one,
guys hitting hard.
the last one does 18 points of damage as he runs forward and plunges his sword into the side of the other soldier that was attacking you, and just kind of shoves him off of his blade, causing him to stumble backward as he's now got a hole in his gut. And it's your turn again.
Nice. Great. I would like to pull out my warhammer, please.
I didn't give you stats for those, did I?
Nope. I want
Great.
to pull them out anyway.
Okay, you pull out your new warhammer.
We forgot to do that. Hey, we might have forgot to do that, but that's fine. It's not like we're in an encounter right now.
You pull out your warhammer. You will add your usual +8 to hit, and then I will let
Okay.
you know what damage you're dealing.
That'll be a
you-
19.
That hits. You grab the
Great.
the handle of this warhammer, get it in both your hands,
Dang.
and you feel that that same kind of I'm invincible feeling fill you.
Oh yeah.
You know that this hammer has 3 charges of something that you can activate.
Oh yeah.
A 19 does hit.
Okay.
If you don't want to activate the hammer, then please roll 2d10 plus your 5.
And if I activate the hammer?
Roll 4d10 plus 5.
Okay, we're gonna activate the hammer.
You feel that rush of power. You grip the hammer a little tighter, and from the cracks that are running through this solid metal meteor brick on top of that hammer comes this turquoise teal, really bright, really light glow from all of those cracks. And as you swing it forward, the back end of it like leaves a trail of that light. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm just gonna say this 100% in my head gives that Warhammer that Jace has in Arcane, or if you play League of Legends.
Oh.
I don't play League of Legends. But
Never
doesn't it
played
give
League of
that?
Legends. I've seen the hammer. I've seen the one hammer that he uses in the show. I don't know how similar that is to the
Yeah.
game.
I've never played the game, so I don't know. But that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, 40-10. That is. Let me write this down. 7 plus 10, 17. That fell off the table. 17 to 21. That would be 27 damage, please.
And that's plus your 5.
32.
32. On which soldier? The one that Isabel
The
attacked,
one
or
with
the
the
one?
most health.
Okay, the guy that just got stabbed and pushed away from you, kind of like brings himself up and wields his blade again, just to see you bring a hammer down on him. You catch him on like the crook of his neck, where his shoulder and his neck meet,
Ooh.
and you hear all of the bones in his torso just get pulverized as his chest plate snaps from the force and the impact, and he crumbles to the ground. He's dead.
Bonus action!
You have a full second attack. You just get 2 attacks
Oh,
on your
yeah.
action, so a normal
Okay,
attack.
Sweet. No, yeah. I'm gonna normal attack the next highest healthed soldier.
Uh,
Um,
that soldier would be 15 feet away from you.
oh. Well,
So
I'll just hit the.
you
I'll
have
hit
your
the-
movement.
Whatever one is.
You have your movement.
Yeah.
So you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna then. Yeah, sure. Let's go over to him and hit him with a hammer.
Okay. You move. You dash forward. You've got this hammer. You can either choose to do a normal hit or an activated hit. Your choice.
We're gonna activate it, hit this guy.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and
Um,
roll to hit.
Roll to hit. That is a lovely 19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your 4d10 plus 5.
40-10. Okay, 9. That sucks 1, so that's 10, 17, 26 plus 5, 31.
You hit this soldier and you hear bones shatter. This soldier's chest plate like caves inward enough so that you know that it is now inset in his chest. And he just crumbles backward and tumbles across the ground. You cannot use your bonus action to attack because you are wielding this weapon and not doing unarmed strikes.
That sucks. Can I still unarmed strike? Can I put it back on my back?
You can put the weapon back on your back and then next turn do unarmed strikes to get your bonus
Okay, I will.
attack.
Wait, so he's still
but-
alive or is he dead?
He has just been crumbled like a piece of paper.
Slay. So we'll just leave that where it's at.
It is now the Orderman's turn. And you are a little ways away, so this one's gonna attack Isabel,
Oh.
and that's a crit.
She's got a lot of hit points though. Oh. Okay.
So we're rolling double damage. That's 7 plus. That's 17 damage.
Jesus Christ.
And they get a second attack. That's a critical failure.
Oh, let's go.
The soldier who she sent to the ground, his arm kind of twists up behind him, and he, with the end of his blade, stabs her through the side.
Oh, god damn.
And
Okay,
she
that's not good.
like kind of twists away, getting the blade out of her, and like steps back as this guy takes another swing, and then slowly pushes himself to his feet with his head kind of just dangling at an angle.
Ew.
The other one is just going to be pulverized on the ground as the bones in his torso slowly knit themselves back into place.
What?
And then Isabel's gonna go.
What kind of fuck-ass magic?
That's a miss. And that's also a miss. It's the
Isabel.
other Orderman's turn. That's a miss.
Good lord.
That's a hit. The for the soldier who lost his arm and has just thrown the dagger, that Orderman pulls the dagger from his shoulder and throws it back and catches the guy in the throat, and he crumbles.
Yeah, okay, fair. Okay.
And then
So
the
that
fourth
sucks.
one, that's a hit, and that's a hit. 5 plus, that's 10. No, that's 11 plus. It should be 12 actually, because I can't do math. 12 plus 19. 27. One of the Ordermen rushes towards another one of the soldiers and brings the blade down through his shoulder and into his torso, and cuts him down. And now it is the soldier's turn.
How many of us are left?
4 of you.
Me, Isabel, and 2 other soldiers.
Yep.
And the black armored soldiers, there's 3, 4?
4.
Still? God damn.
Yep.
Okay. Oh no.
That's a critical failure. That's a hit. For 19 points of damage. This Dorim soldier sees this guy who has attacked Isabel getting up, and also pulls out a dagger from his hilt and throws it and catches the guy in the back of the head, and he tumbles forward face first into the ground.
Jesus. Okay.
That's a miss. That's also a miss. It's your turn.
Okay. The guy in front of me still alive?
The guy in front of you,
Sewed his bones back together?
the guy in front of you is still down. The first guy you hit with the hammer has started getting up.
Okay. So the guy that's down, we're gonna try and just pulverize him here.
Okay.
So we will, but we're not gonna use the last charge
Okay.
on this hammer.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh my god, a 27.
That totally hits.
Yeah, and then 2d10 plus 5?
Yep.
2d10 plus 5. 7, 17 plus 5 is 22 damage.
22. Where are you aiming?
His head.
You rush forward to where this guy has kind of sprawled out, and you bring the hammer down on his head. You hear it crack. It disappears beneath the head of the hammer. And the body that was moving now goes limp.
Like a bug. Like a cockroach just squished under a foot. Love that.
You
Technically I have a
one
second
more attack.
attack, but I'm far away from everybody. But I can use my movement action and
You're within 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna target the soldier that's on Isabel.
Just went to the ground. Knife to the back of the head.
Okay, we're gonna target a different soldier, whichever one has more HP that I'm closest to.
Okay, cool.
Or close to.
The one that
And we're
keeps
gonna-
cutting down the soldiers.
Yeah, we're gonna hit him with a charged warhammer hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
19.
That hits.
Okay. It's 13, 22, 31, 36.
36. Nice.
36.
Again,
I had a
where
clutch 9 roll.
Where are you aiming?
We're aiming for, you know what? We're gonna aim for his, we're gonna aim for his hips.
Okay. You take a swing, you aim for the hips, and you watch as everything in that region of his body flattens against the end of your hammer, and he goes tumbling across the ground. And now it's the ornament. The first one that you hit with the hammer is gonna get back up, and pop his shoulder back in place before rushing towards Isabel. That's
Ew.
a hit. That's also a hit. 5.
And Isabel to not die right now.
17. 27.
What the fuck?
39.
Don't kill Isabel right now. If you kill Isabel right now.
This soldier rushes forward and takes a swing, landing both of the points on the blade into Isabel's stomach. And the other one's dead, and it's Isabel's turn.
Isabel's not. That didn't kill her.
No,
Okay, great.
that's a hit.
Okay, she's all right.
That's also a hit. That is 9 plus. That is 25 points of damage. She kind of does a quick succession of punches, and you watch as the ribs that this guy just had fix themselves crack and cave in again, and he stumbles back, blade coming out of Isabel's stomach.
Jesus Christ.
The
So
other
glad that she's such a girl boss.
Orderman is going to the one that you've just hit with your hammer. You watch as all of the bones that were just flattened begin to unflatten and sew themselves together again. And
Fuck,
the
dude.
2 Dolren soldiers are going to attack. That's
So the one I
a
hit that tumbled away did not die.
No, that's not.
Wonderful.
That's a hit though. So a crit and a hit is okay. That is 11, 16, 27, no, 25 plus 36, 41, 52 points of damage as this
Holy hell.
soldier rushes forward and just lops the head off of the soldier that's been attacking Isabel. And the other one is going to turn and try and help you with the one that's getting up again. That's a hit. That's a miss. That is 8 plus 10, 18. This soldier rushes forward and plants his sword through the chest, kind of pinning this one to the ground.
Whoa.
And it's your turn.
And there are how many of the black armored soldiers left? 1. Okay, wonderful. We're gonna put that warhammer away. And well, nah. Let's just hit him with a warhammer.
Okay.
We'll hit him with a warhammer with obviously no charge. So I'm gonna roll to hit. That is a 27, and then I know that hits. It's 2d10 plus 5, 7. 2 is 9 plus 5 is 14 damage.
Aiming for the head.
And then let's aim for the chest.
You bring the hammer down on the sword. The sword goes completely through this thing's chest, all the way into the ground. You hear the bones shatter. You have a second attack if you'd like to take it.
Yep, let's do it. That is a 23
That
to
hits.
hit. So I'm gonna buy 2d10 plus 5. That's 6, and 3 is 9 plus 5 is 14 again.
Where are you aiming?
Kneecaps.
You shatter this guy's kneecaps as well. And then Orderman, those two are dead. Isabel is going to begin applying bandages to herself as she walks towards you. Orderman again. This one that you've been clobbering, you watch as the chest begins to inflate again, and you hear the bones crack back into place.
Oh, it's so gross.
Solreim soldiers. One of them is going to kind of follow after Isabel. Look like he wants to say something, but he's staying silent. The other one is going to pull out a dagger and crouch down and begin trying to cut the head off of this soldier in black. And 10, 18, manages to just slice through the neck.
And kill him or no?
Body stops inflating.
Is it my turn then?
We are now out of combat.
Sweet, he's dead. Okay, cool. Well, maybe is he dead? Can I just double check that he's dead?
You sit and watch for a while. Things not moving. None of them are.
Sweet. Okay. I want to talk to these soldiers then.
Sure.
So I guess they'll regroup near Isabel, and she'll kind of look at Isabel to make sure she's okay, and then she'll look at these 2 soldiers left.
Yep.
and just be like, so two groups of Dolraim soldiers fighting each other.
The Order men are sent after people like us.
People like you.
Defectors.
That's what he was talking about when he said defectors. Defectors from the Dolraim army.
Defectors from any position within Dolraim command.
Right. That's why you guys are out here in camps. Okay.
It is... If we can distract the Ordermen, then at least the others can escape.
What made you defect?
I never signed up to slaughter children.
When did you sign up?
When I was a boy. 16.
How old are you now?
22.
Do you need something from us? Can we help you with something before we move on?
No.
I've never seen Dolraim soldiers reconstruct their insides before.
The Ordermen are a very new faction.
Right.
Some new magic. I cannot speak on it.
That's okay.
But
Well, when did you defect?
Six months ago.
You wouldn't by any chance have heard about or know of the impact that the death of General Stroller had on the army?
I imagine that if Stroller has died and they have gotten word of it, then they will likely expedite any attack that he was overseeing.
Right. Good to know. Well.
But General Stroller is... He is a man of nightmares.
Was a man of nightmares. Yeah, he was.
Is he truly dead?
Most certainly. Well then, I will leave you to heal your wounds and get your camps moving. They'll come after you.
Where do you travel to?
Almore.
Many of the people we protect are traveling there as well.
Why? Why are they going to Almore?
It is one of the few places that offers refuge. Others travel further east towards Elmira, and others still to Varen. But Almore is the closest.
Right. Well, I mean, if we're all traveling to Elmore, we might as well go together.
Yes.
Um, I guess let's get a move on then. And she'll brush past and head towards wherever the nearest camp is, I suppose, or towards Almore.
Yeah. You you begin traveling with this group, um, seeing that the combat is over, the survivors return. Um, they begin collecting what they can, recovering what they can, mourning their losses, but doing quick burials before leaving, knowing it's not safe. Uh, uh, Isabel um, does move all of the bodies of the ordermen into a pile and sets them alight after kind of removing armor and such. Um, and as the bodies burn, she reads over a paper that she pulled from one of them.
I guess Yali will walk up to her and ask her what it is. What did she find?
She holds it out for you to take, and as you look it over, you see that these are direct orders from General Forum Byrne.
Forum Burn?
Yes. Instructing them that while they are carrying out their duty to track down defectors and survivors, they should be sure to keep their eyes out for one particular survivor that he refers to as the star dancer that bit him.
Whoa.
And the description given, please give me a history check.
Just a flat, no advantage?
Yeah, this one's just flat.
Okay. That's a 7.
The person described in the letter sounds very familiar to you, but you cannot place it on whom specifically it might be. The orders detail that this individual, who they should be watching out for, was last seen heading northeast towards Almore.
Oh, okay, I guess. It's not me, because I would know if I bit him. And do I recognize the name, Foreman Byrne?
Forum
Forum
Byrne
Byrne?
is not a name that you recognize.
Okay, fine. Bit him? And why would I know someone who bit him? Okay, sure. Must have been someone who was there at the same time. Okay, Yali will, I guess, just kind of furrow her brows at it and think over it for a moment and then pocket it. And, I guess ask Isabel if she's doing all right.
Fine. It'll take a bit for the stomach to heal up, but it should be alright.
Yali will use her lay on hands to heal 5 damage.
Yeah.
Isabel.
You
What? Why are you laughing?
I'm just thinking.
Hey! You can't just start laugh. You can't start to just laugh. Hey, you can't do that.
um
It's not a laugh.
well, see, I just lay on hands is usually described
What?
as you placing your hands over or on touching the wounded area. So you just
Correct.
grab her waist.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm very aware
Yeah.
of what I'm doing.
Yep.
Just a heal. Just a little heal. I know she can heal herself, but you might as well help.
Yeah. You grab her waist.
Y'all just not gonna think anything of this, by the way. She's just gonna go.
Yeah. I can tell
There's
she's
thought
not
behind it.
because you don't.
I didn't. I thought about it. I thought about it only after you looked at me weird, and then I was like,
yeah, you grab her waist, and she kind of like seems a little surprised, but very instinctively just kind of lets her hands rest against your chest, and just watches you, waiting for you to do or say something, and starts feeling better, and kind of like looks down a little confused and sees that your hands are glowing with that golden light. And all of her wounds are like glowing as well through the bandages as they slowly close. And she looks back up at you a little shocked. That's impressive.
perks of a patron.
Really good perks.
And I don't have to sleep.
Maybe I should get a patron. That sounds great.
Maybe we should get the same patron.
Maybe. You want to talk to your patron about it? Maybe hook me up with a deal.
I can certainly try. But last I checked, she had chosen ones. I'm not sure if there's more than one or just one. So I'd have to read the fine print.
Right? Cool.
Well, let's keep moving. She'll
She,
move them along.
yeah, she kind of like stutters to a start, and begins moving, and you all begin heading out with your new group, and you proceed toward Elmore. As you reach Almore's gates, you see like several groups of guards, kind of all out in front of the gate, with like a few different stands kind of right along the path right in front of the gate, where groups of these survivors and defectors, these refugees, are like lining up, being directed to get into different groups, as they are all, as you get closer, you realize they're all being asked for like explanations of where they're coming from and whatnot. Some of them are like getting translators and things. And as you approach, the guards kind of stop you. Right, and where exactly are you coming from?
Algrave.
Hargrave. Good, right, well, you're free to just head on in, but stick close. If you get separated, you might be stopped again.
Right, thank you. Shall we go in?
You and Isabel make your way in. The rest of your group is kind of pulled off to the side, directed to one of the booths. As you enter, you see these groups kind of being let in little sections as they all kind of head in various directions. Some of them being like led by guards towards what look like very quickly constructed temporary homes as people get settled in. And as you enter Almor, you see past the few like rows of temporary homes here. You can see a small stretch of kind of empty field just beyond this big wall, and at the edge of that stretch of field, you then see the city of Almor. Large stone buildings, much more modern looking than most of the places you've been, and yet at the same time it also looks far more ancient. The architecture is very like antique, and it looks like most of these things were carved out of one solid block of stone, which does fit the tales of Almor that you've heard, which is that Almor was carved from a mountain, and that the reason there is no mountain where Almor stands now is because Almor stands there.
Right. Okay. Like for Elmore.
And as you walk through this city, the further in you get, the more grand it becomes, with buildings that are trimmed with like silver and gold. The paths beneath your feet shift from like well sewn together stone blocks to a very solid stone with light carvings in it to marble. And it seems that every block that you walk down is more grand than the last, as you kind of make your way into this grand city.
Wonderful. That sounds really nice. We will, I think, first and foremost look for a place to stay, so a tavern of some type.
You see what us as people living in this modern age and in the real world would acknowledge as a very fancy hotel. That's it. It clearly has like a sign that reads like beds for rent, and there are several of those. They all look about as fancy as each other.
I guess we'll just go to the closest one.
Yeah. You head to the closest one, and you walk in, and there's like a big marble kind of reception desk, with like black stone like pillars kind of on the front side, the same gold trim, and on the front between those two black pillars is the emblem of Almor, and you see that like on the wall behind the desk near the ceiling, it reads Almor Royal Hotel, super fancy, pretentious, and an elven lady looks up as you enter and smiles. Hello, how can I help you?
Meanwhile, I'm probably like bleeding from like different pores. That's
No,
sick.
by now it's been about 2 days
Oh,
since
it's been
your
long enough?
encounter.
Oh, I get my hit points back.
Yeah.
Yay! And my warhammers may be charged back up.
Oh, definitely.
Yay! Okay, sweet. uh, uh, or just looking for a room.
Right. Sure. Right this way. And she stands and kind of guides you down a hall, and opens a door for you and beckons you in. And just as you're kind of entering, the rooms here are quite cheap. It's about 1 gold every night. And you can just leave it on a tab that will build up for however long you stay. We'll just catalog it and you can pay at the end, or you can pay each day at the desk. Whatever works best for you.
Yeah, we'll start a tab.
Lovely. And she hands you the key. Feel free to stay as long as you like. And of course, if you need anything, myself or my coworkers will be at the desk, and we are happy to help. And she gives you a smile and leaves. And as you enter this bedroom, you see it's a very nice room. There's like an attached bathroom, lovely curtains. It's a very well decorated, much nicer and fancier than any room you've stayed in before. And there's like a big, like queen size bed with like the big
Oh my god.
the big bed
fucking,
frame with like the drapes across the top, and like
Of
the curtains
course.
around the bed, that just is like set in the middle of the room up against a wall. Very fancy. 2 bedside tables on either side. There's a big wardrobe in there, and 2 desks also on either side of the bed, with a big trunk at the foot of the bed with another key kind of laid on top, just resting.
um, yeah, I guess Yali's looking around at this and just kind of like, as an off comment, just kind of goes, "This seems like right up Casper's alley." And then she'll turn to Isabel and go, "It's a bit much, don't you think?" It's a bit much.
Certainly quite a bit more than I can say I've ever seen. Do people really need all this luxury?
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this, not even in Elmira. Um, is it normal for a ho? Where are? Like, is this a hostel? I don't even know where this. I mean, it's not a tavern, I guess.
It's a
But is it
hotel.
normal for board to cost? Is it normal for boarding to cost a gold?
I mean, it costs me about 1 gold every night. I mean, slightly less than 1 gold every night for my room and board in Elmira.
Well, I guess this is just
I
different way of living. Then I guess.
I would assume that the gold would also cover food and such, like any other
Mm,
tavern.
maybe. Well, I guess we should, with the rest of the day, get going on what we came here for, right?
Right, absolutely. I suppose we'll leave anything we don't need with us for the day.
Sure. Yeah.
She
Jolly's gonna keep all of her stuff on her.
she unlocks the trunk at the foot of the bed and just like tosses her like bag with her clothes in it in there, and then locks it again. Um, Pockets the key. Right. Well, I suppose we head out then.
You're gonna toss your bag of clothes into a box and not put it in the wardrobe. The nice big fancy wardrobe.
Wardrobe doesn't have a key.
I don't really know of anyone who goes into a room and steals clothes.
Besides, we're trying to get out of here.
I would have dropped it on the bed, if not the trunk.
Let's go. We'll just go.
Yeah.
And they'll leave. They'll go find some type of magic store, I suppose.
Yeah, you walk out, and the lady at the desk, as you pass by, gives you a smile and just calls out, "Have a nice day," and you head out onto the street. The people here seem to be really happy. A lot of people, like, the worst mood you see is someone who's annoyed and clearly has like a bunch of work papers with them, so they're probably annoyed about work. But everyone else seems very like neutral or happy, except for the occasional like people who are clearly refugees, still getting used to this space. But the people that are obviously residents, or like from here, are very like warm and welcoming. You see many of them kind of greeting the newcomers. Many of them are like picking up conversation, maybe giving directions. And you head out. You do very quickly find several magic shops. Would you like to look at any of them in particular?
I mean, do any of them have much differentiation between them, or?
They kind of like any two that are really close to each other are quite different. Some is like modern magic items and like new inventions and things like that, and others and the other that would be nearby is like an antique shop. And then
Okay.
there are some that specialize in like utility magical items. Some are just like lightly enchanted fun little toys, like a bear that has an enchantment to roar when a kid plays with it, things like that.
Let's go to the antique magic store.
You head into the antique magic store, and behind the desk is a young elven man, who gives you a smile and a nod. Welcome. How can I be of assistance? Of course, you can always take a look around, see if you like anything, or I can offer some guidance if you have questions.
I'm just looking for something that looks like this, and Yale will just pull out one of the Star Soul boxes.
Ah, yes. Of course. If you want to, just head into the next room over. I've got several boxes of similar fashion.
Wonderful. Thank you. And she'll walk off into the room. Go and
Yeah.
find them.
You walk in, and you see that one of these walls is floor to ceiling, wall to wall, covered in shelves that are just full of these boxes. And then the wall opposite that one is covered in the spherical boxes that you found, and the last wall that is opposite the street-facing window is covered in like pyramids.
Okay, what the hell? Okay, if I like walk by all of them, do I get a particular feeling from them?
Walking into the room, you get two very overwhelming feelings. One is the feeling that is like seeping off of all of these boxes, which is like true misery, fear and pain and worry and just sadness and confusion all mixed together. and the other one is the feeling you get from your patron of relief and joy that you have found more souls.
Okay, Yali's gonna take a big old sigh. Woo!
Isabel steps in
and
after
she'll-
you and just, holy fuck.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. Now, how much is this gonna set us back is the question.
She'll go and take
Oh
a
my
peek.
God.
She'll go and take a peek at the like price tags. Ooh. That's gonna be a lot. They're charging 10 gold a piece.
Oh man, how am I gonna explain this to the king?
Do you think maybe we could get them for free by stating our business here?
I can try, but every time I try to tell someone about something, they don't believe me or they attack me for it.
I mean, you've got the insignia from the king back in Elmira, right?
Yeah, but this is an Elmira jurisdiction, so we can try.
That's true. Do we go talk to the king here?
I think we'd speak to the shop owner first, and if he doesn't give it up, then sure, yeah, we can go to the king.
Right.
Yeah, Yali will go over into the other room and go straight up to that shop owner.
You head up the shop owner. He turns around from like a display case behind him where you can see the items back there are listed for like thousands of gold each. And he kind of locks up the cabinet, turns and says, "Ah, yes. Can I be of assistance somehow?"
Yali's gonna stand there with her arms folded, looking real annoyed, probably. That room full of boxes are very important items. They harbor. How do I say this without freaking you out? They're very important to the kingdom of Elmira. I'm on a mission for the king, and I am tasked with collecting them all and returning them to their rightful owner. So I'd like to take your whole collection. That being said, I'm not gonna pay 10 gold for each one.
I'm sure I could work out some kind of a discount for a mass purchase.
I'm not so sure a discount would work either.
I'm not so sure I can be handing out merchandise for free.
The problem is these aren't toys to be played with. They're
Of course not. I don't sell
souls.
toys. If you're looking for toys, you can go across the street.
Well, I'm not looking for toys. I'm trying to save these poor souls that you have put up on a shelf.
I've had
What exactly
every item in my shop thoroughly checked. I can promise you there are no souls in those decorative boxes.
I really don't think you understand the urgency of this. There are souls in every single one of those boxes that you have in that room, and they're incredibly important. Maybe souls that you can't detect or your detector could not detect, but I can. And I'm telling you, these are souls that are miserable and upset, need to be reunited with the rest of the souls that are similar to them.
Well, unless you can come back from the Merchants Guild with a direct order of submission of these items to your possession, or perhaps the king himself, I will not be handing out my merchandise for free.
Ooh, I'm so mad. Okay. Yali's tail is just like wagging in a really annoyed, like, pattern, and she takes a deep breath and she goes, "Fine, but I'll be back." And she'll turn and leave.
Yeah, Isabel like eyes this guy a little while longer and then follows after you.
Honestly, I don't think I would have minded if you'd punched him.
I feel like if we need to speak to the king, then it's probably best not to start fights before I've spoken to him.
Fair enough.
That being said, do we go to this Merchants Guild or to the king? Because the Merchants Guild, on one hand, it's a Merchants Guild. You could probably buy them off. On the other hand, the king might have more understanding.
If we go to the Merchants Guild, fees, processing, we'd have to provide more proof of our direct mission. If we go to the king,
Yeah.
might be harder to actually see the king, but if we get the opportunity and we show that we are from Elmira on king's orders, then maybe he's more willing to just give it to us without more proof.
And I suppose if there's more of these boxes in and around the kingdom, then he can order them all into one place.
That's
So I
very
guess
true.
it's the king we're going to see.
Right. Then off to see the king, I suppose.
Do you think, just not that I care, but this is a fancy place, and I'm in, well, trousers and beat up boots and a pretty dirty shirt.
Yes.
Just to get on his good side, should we not be dressing a little better?
Suppose that's fair.
So maybe a tailor first and then the king.
Right. I think I saw a tailor's shop about a block that way.
Okay, and let's go.
You head to this tailor's shop, and
Trying to
as
get
you
that wardrobe
enter,
change.
as you enter, the bell rings, and that's where we will end our session.
Sweet. Wonderful.
Thanks everyone for tuning in and listening, or watching if you're watching it. And we'll catch you
So a
in the
lot
next
less
one.
emotionally heavy than last week's.
Much less
Holy.
emotionally heavy. We'll catch y'all in the
Okay,
next
yeah.
one.